What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am going to be custom making the Queen MUTO. Now this Queen MUTO that I have right here, now this was the female MUTO, but I lost the footage because this was done a while ago, and I looked through all my devices and I think that the thing got erased or ran out of storage and I had to clean it, wipe some stuff, and I didn't look through the stuff and I lost the footage, so I am sorry about that, because I did have some of this on footage showing how to do the shoulder spikes and the back right here, and taking the Dremel tool and dremeling out to thin out the pieces and kind of get the edges and some detail in there, so the spikes have a little bit where it's not just straight, kind of like this, how it was just like straight plastic or straight spikes is what I was thinking of. I put a little bit of detail in there on each one to give it a little bit definition to it, or detail in there, and on the leg too, and on the tail. I think the Queen MUTO and the MUTO Prime are the only ones with tails. It says on that, if you go back and look at, I got my other one right here. It does not have a tail. It has a nub right here, but I don't think that is supposed to be anything right there. But I could have used this Queen MUTO. Now this is up to you. You can use this one or you can use this one right here, but this one was on a little platform, little disc-like platform. And the only reason I chose this one is because one of this leg right here being tilt back like that makes it more like it's walking or getting ready to do its bow to Godzilla. And another thing was the legs. See how these legs look right here? Now before I put the clay on here right here, these legs are actually thicker and the arms are much wider or muscular. Hopefully I said that word right. More muscle or definition in the legs and arms than this one. But I mean, that is up to you. Yeah, you can use either one of these, but I went on and did this one. And also this one is slightly taller than this MUTO. Right here, so you can look at them. They're both, I even had to take the tool when I removed this. I took a file and filed the legs so they would be flush, flat, so they could sit on stuff without having any issues. And this one's the same thing. I did not do anything, but I don't think I did. No, I did not. But because of that, you can see right here that this one right here is slightly taller. And I think the Queen MUTO is meant to be slightly taller, but this one's a young MUTO. And this one is a young one. I mean, an older, ancient, like thousands of years old, or a couple hundred thousands of years old. That far as we know. We don't know how old the Queen MUTO is. We just know this one hatched, laid eggs, and perished at the end of the movie, while this one still lived at the end of the movie. But enough of that. I'm going to move this one out so we can go on and get painting. And I'm glad that I did not start that, because then it would have been a little bit more upsetting for y'all, because I would rather have had it where y'all could have seen what I was doing, showing the work and everything, instead of just bring y'all in when this is basically done and all we gotta do is paint it. But I think the painting part's more the fun part to me. But the only thing I'm gonna say, if you try this, the headpiece right here is the only part that I had issues with, because the clay would not stick that well to this figure because of the soft surface. And I even took shoot, I can't remember the tool, and I just said the file, that's it. I took a file, the small file I have, and I kind of scratched the pieces up so that the clay would stick to it, and I use my milliput But if you're wondering why is this part right here and right here is not the same, is because I ran out, because these two pieces broke. The two pieces right here chipped off, and this part actually broke right here, and all was salvageable was this piece that's right here that actually stayed. So I just filled in that part with the 3D pen, and I remade these parts right here, these spikes, with the 3D pen. But yeah, the only thing I can say is when you put it on here and you get it stable, take some super glue and kind of go around the item, or just take and cover the entire item all together, so it would not be able to, like, say if you took to the tip right here and you just chip it off. If you put super glue around all of it like I did, there is a guarantee that this will not break as easily on the tips or these fine fin pieces right here, the fins. I think these are fins or they're back plates or something. I'm not sure, because they do have like an armor piece going, and then it's like the skins right here folded. But other than that, let's go on and get to the painting. Now, like I normally do, I do dark gray for the paint. Alright, we got the dark gray prime on her. Now it actually looks like her a lot better because the dark gray covered up the yellow clay. She looks just like a board piece, just like anything else would if you take dark gray to it. Or having a statue figure, because I have thought about doing that with some figures and just having them dark gray like statues. But we ain't going to do that with her. We're going to finish her up. Now what you're going to need now is some pavement and antique white, and mix these two together and get you a light pavement color, kind of like this. Now that the body has its main color on there, now we're going to move on to the next step. And what we're going to need is paper towel. And what you're going to need for color is light mocha. Hopefully I said that name right. And what you're going to do is take this color right here and mix it with the color that we just made, the light pavement color. And then just put a little bit in there, mix it, and you should get like a cream, like this type of color right here. Hopefully y'all can see that. And that's what we're going to do for the top part. We're going to try our best not to get down here below the, I'm guessing elbows. No elbows up here. I guess these could be secondary elbows. So let's get on started. Alright, I got the dry brushing done, and I also went on and did the scars. As y'all can see right here, they are really small spots, but I used a dark red to do the scars. And I also did the eye. The eye was red, just plain apple red, and the eye is a light orange color. Here's the orange that I used. Right here, it's just a yellowish or bright orange type color. That kind of gave it that look where it looks like her eyes glowing, like how the MUTO's eyes do. And I went on and did the mouth as well. And I wanted to have these on camera, But because of how small the figure is and where the scars went and how small the head is, I was pulling it in and out off the camera like this, and it was just really bad. I'm gonna have to try and do something else so I could have everything shown. But yeah, she did come out looking great. The only thing I did not do off camera that I wanted to do is the MAC varnish. So I got my brush, so we're going to go and add the MAC varnish to finish her off. Alright, we are done. The Queen MUTO looks a lot better than what I kind of thought she was going to end up at when I first started doing this a month ago. As this was supposed to have been brought out a month ago, but because I stopped to do cameras off because he wanted the drawing and some other stuff came up. But I'm glad that I finally got a chance to do her and get her finished so she could join the others from the movie. Now I'm giving y'all that little bit of 360 look. And yes, there is a little bit of that tan or sand-like color on the stomach. That's because I did see a little bit of that in the photos and stuff that I've seen from the Queen MUTO. Now we got the scars, but one thing I did forget to mention about the scars when I put those on here, I did take that sand color and brushed over it just slightly to make it look like the wounds healed and just had the opening up, just like how the pictures I saw showed. But yeah, I like how she came out. Now, I got some comparisons with me, or you could just say the MUTO tree line. I have the Hulk MUTO, or male MUTO. Move her back so everybody can fit in. The female MUTO. And the MUTO Prime. Now, there's all four MUTOs from all the movies and comic book. Now, the one thing that I'm confused about the female MUTO, not the female MUTO, but Queen MUTO, is if this MUTO would have lived longer, would she have grown back plates like this too, or is that only when she eats the male? But I thought that when she eats the male, she ends up turning into the MUTO Prime. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think she came out great on how everything looks. Now, if I wanted to put these guys in order, it would go kind of like this. Move you over here, move you right here. Because we got these ones from 2014 movie. We got this from Aftershock. And then from King of the Monsters. But yeah, let's go and move these guys out the way. But yeah, I do like how she came out. I hope y'all do too. Giving y'all that little bit of look. I'm going to go and end the video here. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see everybody next time.